Come again, I couldn't hear.
No, bro, I was saying like when Harikesh was telling that, I mean, he got good marks, he copied, and people are happy in his exam and shit like that. No, like, is that actually happiness? Are we chumma putting everything as happiness? Like, is that like, okay, let's say you had to aim like for, let's say in life, okay, you wanted to be happy. Would you aim to have that feeling for the rest of your life? Like uh, oh, much I copied an exam and I got a good marks, GG, bro. It's like, is that happiness? Are we chumma like putting everything net and saying, what's this is all happiness? That like, but or is it like a subset of that kuti thing, like of that, or not kuti, actually big thing? You get my question, no?
Think about the sannyasis. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. All these Buddhist monks who meditate and then they have left all material things. They have left it out, and apparently happy. Okay.
How do you know that? We're assuming that again.
They are not happy.
That's what they claim.
No, it's not happiness again. I mean, it's not happiness. It's just they are free. See, I feel
state of bliss,
happiness is more to do with freedom. Freedom. I think that is what everybody wants, freedom, right? Everybody wants
just
to do
running
things
away from responsibilities. I'm not saying it. I'm trying to understand. Isn't that running away from your responsibilities, bro? You need to have responsibilities in life. You succeed in being responsible, and then you do a good job at it. You have satisfaction at the end.
Bro, that's coming from an engineer studying in BITS, living in Bangalore, who's 21 years old. That perspective is coming from your point of view, right? Maybe that's not what.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'm sure like we don't know everything, right? Like, maybe that's not what life is about. Like, it's not about having responsibilities. It's about having too much chilling and doing ganja. Who knows? We don't know, no.
See, you have the freedom to take responsibility. So, I mean, it's a choice. You want to take it, you don't want to take it, it's your choice. But then I don't think freedom is going away from responsibility. I think that's not the right way of putting it.
Yeah, freedom is not going away from responsibility.
So, bro,
not exactly is what I'm saying. See, it's different ways of portraying it. It's a choice, individual's choice, right? Whether they want to take the responsibility of anything for that matter. So when they have a choice, that is freedom.
Bro, think about all the progress humanity has had. Think about all the kinds of progress humanity has had. Everything around you, everything, cement, plastic, everything. It wasn't done by people who sat under a tree and meditated till bliss. Okay.
Maybe because it's not needed.
They had a desire. Isaac Newton had a desire to understand why the apple fell down. Okay. Desire. I'm quoting John Peterson. Desire is a state you put yourself in, such that you make yourself unhappy till a goal is achieved. Okay. You make yourself unhappy till that goal is achieved. That desire which people have, and then they working hard to achieve it and making themselves unhappy till they achieve it, is what has driven humanity till where we are right now. No.
Okay.
So this brings back the conversation me and Rohit was having about whether goals are good or bad. Okay, so let's not go there right now. But then see,
why not though? Why not? Let's go there, bro.
Yeah, let's go anywhere, bro. You can talk anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just telling Rohit, where goals. I was talking about goals. Why goals are not the right thing. I'll tell you why. Okay, so goals, it'll put you in a state of failure until you achieve that goal, right?
Yeah.
So you're satisfied only when you achieve the goal. Until then, you're in a state of failure. So when you're in a state of failure, that is not a motivation for you to achieve the goal.
Why not though? Like if I feel like failure, I'll actually do no.
I mean, see, it depends. I mean, it obviously varies from person to person. What I'm trying to say is that there are zillions of people who set a New Year resolution every year. Okay. But then very few percentage of the people actually, go through it. Actually take up the New Year resolution seriously as a goal and, actually tend to achieve it. But then what happens when you set a goal is you're in a state of failure until you achieve it. But what I am saying is that, put yourself make a system.
Mm.
So let's say it's a system where every day, let's say I want to jog for 10,000 steps or something. You want to walk 10,000 steps a day. So that is your goal. So you're satisfied until you achieve the 10,000 step. After that, when you achieve it, you're happy for a span of like few seconds, and then you're like, okay, fine. And then the next day it again continues, right? So for example, I was telling him how people go to the gym, and some people, they don't last long. They last like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then probably a month or something, and then they quit.
So
The
us
reason is
lasts very
because,
long, by the way, just saying.
hmm?
Continue. Hari, why you went off?
Continue.
No, I didn't get you.
The other guy went off somewhere.
What happened?
Yeah, I'll just pause 1 second. Now, stupid joke. Yeah, bro, Hari, Sham, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people I was telling on gym, they don't make it through, because sometimes what happens is, usually what happens is that people go, they work out, and they desire to be very fit, and they imagine themselves to be very fit, and that is their motivation to go forward. So they start working out very heavily on the first day itself, which makes them very tired, and the next day they don't want to go to the gym, because they know going to the gym is a pain. So
But then this
thinking
is
of
not a
going to the
general
gym
concept,
itself
right?
is a pain.
It's just, bro, this all comes back to just people doing shit for clout, right? There's people who are like, macha, like, there's one guy, okay, I have a friend, okay, Hari also knows a guy. He does shit because he wants to impress people, okay? That's not a trait of humanity, it's a trait of one single guy. It's like,
no, I'm not saying you're trying to impress someone. What I'm saying is the fact that when you went to the gym the first day, you work very hard. You know that it's a pain. It's a pain, right? You understood. So you have a memory of the first day as a gym as a pain. So in the subconscious memory, whenever you feel like you want to go to the gym, you're like, oh shit, I have to go to the gym. So that's how you feel. Why you feel that is because it's a pain. So what I'm saying is, if you have a system is where you do something, you're very persistent. You do it every other day, and it doesn't matter. You do it just so that you're satisfied. You don't have to keep track of it, like say 10,000 steps a day or something like that. You just do it because you want to do it. Okay. It should come from within. I mean, what I'm trying to say is there should be a mind-body connection there. So when you go to a gym and you work out, you don't feel like, you're actually, it's a pain, because you like it. And when you start liking it, when it becomes a good memory, you look forward towards it. And that's how it is. I mean, it's more of passion here, is what I'm saying. So when you have a goal, the passion part of it reduces a little. You start.
Better word for it would be desire, no?
No, bro, but then this all comes down to people having different, like people not doing shit because of a proper goal, but then doing it because they want to do, like, achieve something else, except for like when people work out for others, they're not working out to get ripped. They're working out to impress people. So the goal is different. The goal is not aligned to what their actions are. So this is not, so how is this an argument against having goals itself? Like, let's say some guy had a goal which is to get ripped, and he's single-minded doing that. Okay. How is that a bad thing? I'm saying everything that you're saying is because some people have misaligned goals. That doesn't mean goals are bad, right?
Okay. No. What?
Wait. First
point,
of all,
okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
The kind of goal he has. For example, if he's trying to go to the gym to just talk about it to other people. That's a mentality issue. No, it's not a person's goals, or a person, the way he wants his life to be depends on how much depth he has in his own mind, right? A lot of people don't think so much about themselves, right? You can't expect them to think about it, right? So I think what Harisham said was have a system. I think we're coming to the origins of how religions came about. Okay, have a system.
How did that come from?
Follow the system. You have certain outcomes. A system. You have a system which you follow, right? And these systems work, and these systems have been passed on, and over years and years, these have accumulated to what we now call different cults, religions, whatever. Okay, a cult and religion are different, but still. So having a system, having a that's when faith comes into play. Okay, when you have a routine, a person with a good routine in life, has faith in that routine and keeps doing it, he'll have a good life. He'll be happy.
Bro, okay, bro.
Like having that faith, having a blind faith in a particular routine can actually help you have a good life.
Okay, bro. Now I realize my routine is shit. Okay. No, I have one question after Kesha. Okay, like imagine I realize my routine is shit. Okay, I'm sleeping at 12. I get up at 12 in the morning. I eat shit. I don't do shit properly. Everything is messed up. Okay, so I want to adopt a better routine. Okay, so how do I start doing that? I set a goal.
You're just lazy, motherfucker.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying my habits. I'm saying routine habits, and I'm saying okay. So I want. I
wake up at 10. It seems.
No, I'm just saying. For an example, I actually. Whatever. Like. So I'm saying, if let's say I want to adopt some better habits and routines on, okay, how do I start about that? I set a goal, I want to do that again. So even while building habits, you have to have goals in between, right? Or else, what? Like you can't tell, oh, this is my fucking habit, routine, is follow. That's not how it works. No, you need to have a goal. You need to have, okay, I'll get up at 6. That's the first goal. Like second goal would be actually getting out of bed.
That's a part of the routine. Why do you get up at 6? Getting up at 6 is not the goal. Why do you want to get up at 6?
Bro, okay, I believe in the routine, bro. I believe 100% is going to make me successful. Okay, then what? I have to set a goal, like I'll keep an eye.
Okay, there I'll just add one thing. Okay.
Okay.
So see, what I think is, let's say your goal in life is to be a billionaire. Okay. So
massive goal.
Okay, so or anything. Let's say your goal is to, you want to walk 10,000 steps a day. So what I'm saying is, once you finish your 10,000 steps, it stops you from going further. It's a local maxima there. You stop there.
This is all personal.
No, bro. Once you
maybe you're saying that because you do it. It might not be true to Harisham.
Satisfaction you achieve the goal because your goal was 10,000.
Okay.
I'm speaking. Continue.
I think there's a lag there. Like every time it will.
Yeah, so coming back to that, so that's what, let's say your goal is, you want to do something, and what I'm saying is, don't put a number exactly. Just have a vague vision as to where you're heading, because you shouldn't be directionless, that you'll head nowhere. Okay, but then if you're going to have a number, or this is what it is I want, that, so only when you achieve that you'll get satisfaction. See, what I'm saying is, even if you go 999 steps, it's as good as 1,000 steps. Okay. It's a matter of one step. Okay, but then you get satisfied only when you achieve the 1,000 step. Okay, but then once you've achieved the 1,000 step, it stops you from going further. Okay, you might be capable of more than that. So what I'm saying is, it's more from within the heart. If you feel you want to work out today, you feel good today, you work out. So you do whatever you feel like. When you feel you stop. But obviously you need to keep track of what you're doing. But if you don't keep track, you lose yourself. That is also there. Somewhere in between.
Okay, let's think about when people, the 1,000 steps thing, you master that, like you master that exercise. Okay, once you're really good at it, you want to look further. Like, for example, think about us only. Okay, 10th grade. Everyone's like, 10th grade is like, this SLC is very important exam. You have to do it. Life set. So we did SLC, and then you're like, oh shit, second period, bro. We have to do that well. Okay, we have to entrance exam. Oh, our life will be set. Done.
That is more of
achieved.
Mentality.
Once that is achieved, we look at the next frontier. We look at the next frontier. Okay, graduate. We have to graduate with a proper CGPA. Not happening, but still, once you do that, life set. You had a good job. Life set. Once after that, there'll be something more, right? There'll be something more. But the ultimate goal itself is something you will end up realizing in the process of all these hurdles which you come through. The ultimate goal is something which you will end up realizing, right? Imagine if I just sat under a tree and started meditating right now. I can meditate to increase my performance right now, but imagine I just want to be happy, bro. I don't want any of this. I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna think about myself. I'm gonna breathe, and I'm gonna inhale, exhale. I'm just gonna chill. I meditate. Okay, I do meditate. That's so that my day is more productive, so that my mind is more free for me to do work. Imagine meditating your entire life. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so about meditating your entire life. See, we talked about how human suffering can never be eliminated.
What peacefulness is, that bliss they achieve. No, Rohit was trying to talk about that.
see, even I don't know much about it, but then I'll try to, put forward my thing, what I've understood until now, at least, what 21 years, whatever experience I've gained.
Yeah.
So what I feel is, so okay, we discussed about how you can never eliminate human suffering. You try to build something that'll create another problem, and that's a cycle. It goes on and on and on. So what I feel is, so these people who meditate their life have realized that their suffering can never be eliminated, no matter what you do. It's just different kinds of suffering. You're just trying to solve something, and then you end up, and then there's some other suffering. You try to solve something else. So they just understood. They know you can't, and nothing can be done about it. So they're like, I don't give a fuck. Let me meditate. So because there's no way the suffering can ever end, right? We just try to end suffering for other people, and we end up making money out of it, and that's it. And then we spend our money to enjoy, get gratified temporarily, and that's all it. That's all life. It just goes on and on and on. So what are we trying to do there? Nothing. So they just sit there and do nothing.
But okay.
Yeah.
Very vague.
I think we all agreed on something, except Rohit. He's still arguing.
No, I'm not arguing. I can't agree. I mean, I'm not, bro. But then, like, you're born, okay? Okay, bro. I actually agree. But then, just for the sake, okay, you're born, okay, and then you're taught, machan, you have to read and all your Veda stuff and all. Is that do off? And then at 23 or something like that, you start meditating, and then your majority of the day goes into meditating. Okay, like what's the point, bro? Like what are you achieving? Like what is, as a society, what are you don't have to achieve anything as a society. I'm not saying that, okay, but then like what, like why, like what, like just like 23, just kill yourself. Like, okay, don't do that, but you can, no.
YouTube will demonetize. I mean, they're not monetized, but still.
Yeah, don't do that. But just saying, like.
Okay.
Yeah. So
what I'm saying is,
what motivates you to live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Answer that. That's a good question.
Obviously, bro. Cool. Okay. Ask.
No, what motivates you to live, bro? Like right now, like what motivates you to live and then achieve something, and then you'll die someday. So what motivates you?
Bro, the thing is, I think we're discussing shit that is way out of our league. We're fucking 21. We don't know what shit is.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Okay.
But we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can.
Try to understand. Maybe 31, then we look back. But still, okay, fine, chill.
Yeah. Tell that, Hari, you're saying something.
No, I was saying you want to do something because that's your desire again. So desire is your driving force there again, okay? So when you lose your desire, you don't have a driving force. So that's how they are. So they lose all that materialistic thing they have. They don't see anything. They see everything's the same. Their mother is the same as you, or they don't have relatives. They don't have attachments. So when they start viewing everything as, as everything is the same thing, it's not relative to them.
Is that a good thing?
More desire. Let's continue.
Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing? I'm saying, like their mother is same as some
random desire leads to competition, right? Like obviously you have some desire, another person somewhere will have the same desire, and then you guys compete because there are limited resources. You guys compete. Competition sometimes leads to conflict, right? And then think about capitalism. The whole structure of capitalism is like, for example, you have some service, I have some service. There are consumers. If I give better service than you, they come to me. So that encourages you to increase your level of service, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that competitive behavior important? But that leads to conflict.
No, but it's important for what? Important for progress, like for advancement, like because
important for progress.
Yeah.
Important for progress. Yeah.
Yeah. But Harisha was talking about a society where there's no progress. People are doing meditating, chilling, living their life. That's all. Where's progress coming there?
You can't not have progress, bro. Well, then what's the point of?
Yeah, exactly, Harisha. What is the point, bro?
No,
Okay, so
think about it.
see, it's like, see, let's say everyone in the entire world, that's not gonna happen, starts meditating. Okay, they don't desire
No,
anything.
forget that under the tree meditating. That's just an example, bro. I'm not telling everyone should do that.
No, what I'm saying is let's say nobody has any desire. Okay, then there's no need of anything. I mean, there's no need of going to mass. There's no need of anything, right?
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
solves the problem. The
That's not
suffering
good.
problem is solved there. Nobody
Bro,
suffers.
that's not a good thing. No, that's not a good thing.
Why
no.
not? Why not?
What's the point of existence?
How is it not a good thing? Okay, what's the point of existence anyway?
Oof. Got him, Marikesha, gone only.
It's not like that.
My answer to that is we don't know yet.
Conflict again.
My answer to that is we don't know yet. Humans are not complicated enough to understand that.
See, I feel we are complicating ourselves a lot. Okay.
I think that's a part of evolution, bro. A single cell
Yeah,
organism,
of
like
course it is.
bacteria, ended up becoming multicellular organisms. It complicated itself.
True. See, but then,
yeah.
okay.
I think we're all stuck here. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro. We don't know the answers to it. Like, nobody knows, right? That's the problem. But that's a good thing we're arguing about it, because we'll know if we argue, right?
But do you think our ancient people realize what it would be? Ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Because we have so many theories on, like, or some stuff written in the Vedas about where humanity is headed. We have that cycle, the 4 yugas and all. How do you correlate that to where we are headed now? Because obviously that had some wisdom, though the scriptures had some wisdom. They had a lot of wisdom which we in one lifetime can't understand. Well, where do you think those are headed? What do you think that meant?
That's a tough question.
Yeah,
bro, I think we had different. See, I think the scriptures and all, no, they were segmented. Okay, like if you want something about healthcare, you had something specific to that. If you want to know something about architecture, you had something specific to that. If you want to know about astrology, you had something specific to that. So, like, what do you mean? Where is it heading? Like, I think there are different paths, and the motive of different paths is different. Ayurveda is not the same as the motive of Ayurveda is not the same as the motive of astrology or horoscope or like Panchangam and all that. So, what do you mean? Like, what's the motive?
see, I think you would explain me about the Dashawataras, no? About how it is a metaphor for evolution itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were discussing about the yugas, how Kali Yuga ends and then Satya Yuga starts again.
Yeah.
And how that next cycle which starts might not be the dominant species in that cycle might not be humans.
Yeah.
But the more complicated version of humans which we will evolve into.
Yeah. Correct.
Right.
Bro, I feel also maybe what if this is a correlation thing? Like, what if because they know all this, they realize, "Macha, life is meaningless, so I'll go meditate." Fuck, I'm tripping balls. Okay.
See, life is meaningless anyway, because
don't say that, bro.
No, I mean it is a fact.
Not really.
I mean, obviously it's not optimistic, but then see, the thing is, okay, let's say what do you want to do, Rohit? Tell me, what do you want to do in life?
I want to
really want to know this.
Yeah, maybe different episode for that. Okay, bro. Okay,
let's assume you want to start up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
For the end goal, let's say I'm 8 years old. I'm looking back at my life. Okay, I want to be able to like do shit that I want to do, and I want to like not like oh much time when I was 23, I was talking to two dumb people. And then, yeah, I'm just saying. I don't want to regret shit that I've done like this. That's just it. I'm 22, by the way. I'm 21 actually, not 23. I had no waist 23.
You have desire, no?
Huh? What?
You have regrets only if you have desire, no?
Yeah, that's what. But I have desires.
You have regrets only if you have desire, no?
No, but I have desires, no. So I will have regrets. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, once again. Okay. So as I mentioned, like Harikesha so me and Harikesha were discussing in chat. So I was seeing where we were actually disagreeing and stuff. Okay. So Harikesha said we were talking about AI and 5G and all that cancer shit and all. And then Harikesha was like, on the grander scale, preservation of humanity is the ultimate goal. And then, but that's not our motive, right? It's not like Tim Cook is like, much of preservation of humanity is the ultimate goal and he's making Apple products for that. Like, so, and then Harikesha said that we can only control shit in the individual level. Okay, bro, we don't talk like this regularly, but then chumma once in a while only. So, so, and he was like, we can control what is there in the individual level. Okay. So I was like, it's not like we're doing what we are doing to achieve anything on some cosmic level. Like, yeah. And then he's like, all of humanity is like an organism, bro. Okay, Harisha, what do you feel about that? Like, he's like, all of humanity is behaving like one species, and that the motive of that species is to progress itself. It's just like how ant colony, individual ants have different priorities, but then as an ant colony, they have different priorities. Even though the individual ants might not know what the fuck is happening in the colony. So we are like those ants, and the colony is progressing.
Explain your Goa to Dubai analysis also.
Okay, that's peaceful. That's a little different. But then, okay, first we'll finish Harisha. Okay, what do you think about them? Maza, Loda, Kabal, Zoom, Loda. Again, running out of time, it seems.
Okay, part three.
But then before Harisha will finish it, okay? Harisha will tell what he thinks.
Here, I just have a question, okay, to Harikesha. You said the ultimate goal of human is to preserve humans, right?
Humanity, huh?
So,
but then, why do you think preserving humans is actually worth it?
Preserve consciousness. I didn't use the right word. The ultimate goal of humanity is to preserve consciousness. This discussion we are having, this complicated, intelligent discussions which we are having, as an intelligent being, to preserve the existence of such intelligent beings is the ultimate goal. I'm not saying in whatever we will become will be humanity itself.
Let's go to the fundamental analysis in the next part. Okay. Let's go to the why should we preserve the consciousness? Let's get into there.
Yes. Stay tuned.
GG.